Hello friends, this video on alternating currents part 14 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 13 before going ahead with part 14. The point which I wanted to discuss is the impedance in an LCR circuit. Now the way we talked about resistance in case of a resistive circuit, inductive reactance for an inductive circuit, and capacitive reactance for a capacitor circuit. Similarly, the resistance of a LCR circuit is known as impedance. So impedance is a value which is the net resistance offered by LCR circuit. That means it will include the resistance offered by the resistor, the inductor, as well as the capacitor. So it is the resistance associated with a series LCR circuit. So it is denoted by a capital Z. SI unit is as usual ohm, because they are, end of the day, they are all resistances. So the SI unit and the dimensions will be same as that of our resistance. So when I talk about impedance, I will tell you about how do we express impedance. So impedance is basically given as Z is equal to, so Z is given by root over R square plus XC minus XL whole square. So you might be wondering, from where did I get such a big formula of impedance? We will talk about impedance in detail later, but for now why I am introducing impedance is that because when I solve the equation which I showed you in the previous slide, we will use this Z, right? So Z is related to the resistance, capacitive reactance and inductive reactance in this form. So we have something called impedance diagram, that is nothing but a right angle triangle whose hypotenuse is represented as the impedance, base is the resistance, and the height or the perpendicular is the difference of capacitive reactance and inductive reactance. So from where did we get this? That we will talk about in one of the later slides. So for now you should just know that Z is the impedance of LCR circuit. Z is given by root over R square plus XC minus XL whole square, because from this triangle it is easy to see that if you apply Pythagoras theorem, your Z square, applying Pythagoras theorem, Z square becomes equal to R square plus XC minus XL whole square, right? So from there itself you can say that Z is equal to R square plus XC minus XL whole square, right? So this is your Z. And also we define this angle, that is the angle between the net impedance and the resistance, as phi. So we often say that tan phi is equal to XC minus XL divided by R. Now what is the significance of this angle phi? That we will study later. So I will come back to all these things. So as of now I just introduced impedance so that you do not face difficulty while we solve the differential equation which I mentioned in the previous slide. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.